morning. Who we got here today? I'll say we got a little bit of a light crowd here today. They're coming. Eat.
Eat.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. All right. I'm gonna start it off with a question. How many of you guys like money? How many of you guys like money?
We're a capitalist society, so.
All right.
What about you personally though? Not necessarily based on society.
I only like it because it's a necessity. So.
I have a personal favor for the.
Well, hold on. Hold on. Let's not do side quests. All right. So today we're talking about currency, talking about money. But before we go there, just because I haven't seen you guys in a little bit, I want to ask you what's two things that you guys can be grateful for in this moment. You got two? What's your name first? Because I forgot. Bianca, you got a house. What else? Two things.
Grateful I have money.
And you here for money? Oh, you got a house and money? Dang.
No, I live somewhere. I'm grateful that I live somewhere in a house.
You live somewhere in a house, and
Don't have that.
yep. All right. Two things you can be grateful for in this moment. Got a phone. What's your name again? Let's say, remind me your name again.
Kevin.
Kevin. All right. You got a phone and what?
I'm in a school.
And you at a school. All right, bet. Remind me your name again. Remind me your name again. Jaquan. What's two things you can be grateful for in this moment? All right, that's one.
And waking up every day.
And waking up every day. All right, I like it. I might say your name wrong. Siani? Sinai. I was close. Sinai, what's two things you can be grateful for this moment?
I am grateful for my mom
Mm-hmm.
and getting woken up this morning.
Okay, got your mom and you was woken up this morning. All right. Name? Jacob. What's two things you can be grateful for in this moment?
That I still have a family and that I have friends I can somewhat trust.
I mean, hey. Somewhat trust is better than not being able to trust. So, all right, I'll take it. Thank you, Jacob. Remind me your name one more time.
William.
William. All right, what's two things you can be grateful for in this moment?
The fact that I woke up this morning and the fact that I've gotten this far in life.
I love it. What's two things you can be grateful for in this moment?
For sure.
Do two more and then we'll.
That I was woken up this morning, and then that I have a family that loves me and supports me.
I love it. Dr. Parkinson. What's two things? Yo, can y'all give a round of applause for Dr. Parkinson? She a doctor now, y'all. What's two things that you can be grateful for this morning?
I'm grateful for waking up, and I'm grateful that my mom woke up this morning. My mom's 86.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That's good.
All right. So let me ask you guys this. Oh, you want to participate? I know you. No? Yes? No? Shake your head.
No, we're not
Yeah? What's your name? What is it? Giselle. What's two things that you can be grateful for in this moment? Your mom and your grandfather? I love it. So let me ask you guys this. When we're talking about money, who can guess why it's important to start off with gratitude? When we're talking about money, so I went around the room, asked everybody what's two things they could be grateful for. And then I said, when we're talking, so today's topic, we're talking about money, we're talking about currency. What is the importance of talking about gratitude when we're talking about money? Can anybody guess? I give you 3 or 4 seconds, I'll give you the answer. Any guesses? Anything? No? All right, so I'll tell you. So when you start off in gratitude, you start off in abundance. You start off in what you have. It's a lot easier to make money when you are aware of what you already have. Let me ask you guys this. If let's just say I was applying for a job, right? And I needed a job, I'm broke, and you could see it in my face, you could see it in my emotions.
See in your face.
Yeah, sometimes you can see it in your face.
The struggle.
The desperation, you struggling. And then you have another person that walks in as confident. That basically, whether or not they get the job or not, they cool. As an employer, who do you think the person's probably going to hire? Why? But why though? Why is he confident? Think about what we just.
They gonna think he got himself together.
So he already has something. He's not searching for something. Desperate. All right, listen to this. Desperate people are dangerous.
That's true.
Like the more desperate you are, the more dangerous you are. I remember anybody watch this show or anybody watch any like cop shows, like Law and Order or like. Okay, I've been watching this show called The Rookie, and this is one character in there where like basically he's living out his car right now, and basically what they said is he can't allow the department to know that because if a cop is in struggle, they're more likely to take bribes. So, but also think about for yourself. That's why I said let's start off with gratitude. What are you grateful for? Because then you can start operating out of abundance, which you already have. You're not out here with your hands out. You're more like, hey, this is what I have to offer. I'm here to be a blessing, not take. You guys with me so far? All right, bet. So, let's see. What's my next slide here? So I'm going to play this video for you guys. So this guy on the far, this will be my left, y'all right. His name is Myron Golden. And actually, I'll edify him first. So dude has like 1 million followers on YouTube. This is a YouTube channel. If y'all ever want to, check him out. But he talks a lot about wealth, talks a lot about money. So I figured it'd be a good idea to introduce you guys to him in case you guys never heard of him before. Let's see. No.
16.
Oh, oh, no.
I have to have a job because my dad quit his job and he said he was never going to work. All right, brother. You ready to go? Let's go. It's time to bring
There
the
we
game
go.
to him.
It's good. Everybody can hear it? Yeah. All right.
How long have you been a business owner? 47 years. Did you know you were going to be a business owner? Definitely not. No, I didn't have any idea. I learned though when I was 16 that you don't have to have a job because my dad quit his job and he said he was never going to work for anybody again. I'm like, what are we going to do? He just started doing it for himself. What he used to do for other people, he got to keep all the money.
How much money did you make this last year?
8 figures.
We gotta head to this next shot.
Yes, we do.
Let's go.
I'm only playing it for a minute and a half. Make sure you guys are paying attention.
Right now, this is a playground for a lot of millionaires and billionaires. For real. Yeah. Well, what do you notice about all the billionaires and the wealthiest people that you've met? What are the most successful do differently from everybody else?
Hyper focus on intention and ignore distraction.
So you don't like diversifying. You like focus, going deep on one.
Well, diversifying is a different conversation. I don't like distractions. Intention is anything that moves the needle in your favor. Distraction is anything that you focus on that does not move the needle in your favor.
In terms of how wealthy people play with their money, what do they do differently from everybody else?
Ask me that question when we get over to you got to get on.
I got you.
So you're saying,
What do the wealthiest people do differently from everybody else?
I think they perceive life differently is number one. But as a wealthy person, you don't view the primary purpose of money as paying bills. So poor people think the primary purpose of money is paying bills. Middle class people think the primary purpose of money is to maintain good credit so they can buy things they can't afford to impress people they don't know or like. Rich people believe the primary purpose of money is to turn it into more money. So that's like when I get $1, I want to turn it into 10 or preferably 100 or even 1,000 before I spend any of that dollar.
What's the secret to being able to flip that money, to make that money work for you, to double, multiply, and grow that money?
Being able to perceive what's valuable to other people. So it doesn't matter whether you're trading stocks or whether you're investing in real estate or whether you're selling insurance. It doesn't matter. You have to solve.
Can you start passing out that flyer?
In order to solve your money problem. And you can't be focused on
And
your
give me-
money
give me
problem
one, too.
you're solving. You have to be focused on whatever their problem.
How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 43. Maybe no, I was 45. I was 45 when I did it.
You had lost it when you had first million.
Well, I didn't.
All right. Myron Golden. Let's see. How do I get
You want me to grab that door?
Hold on, I'm just trying to get back to my slides. Do. Come on.
Give that one to you. One to you. Do you want one?
All right, so Ismail's coming around with a worksheet. Also, I should have gave him some pens too. Does everybody got a pen or a pencil, something to write with? Everybody got something to write with? That's a negative. You need one?
You have a bunch of pens?
Yeah,
Or-
I got a good amount. Yeah. Raise your hand if you need a pen. You need something to write with.
You need a
Okay,
pen?
he's got you. All right. Shh.
Who needs a pen?
Anybody ever heard of Two Truths and a Lie?
2? Oh.
All right. So I'm
Yep.
gonna tell you guys two truths and a lie. First thing, pay attention. First thing, I've made $10,000 in 1 month before. That's the first one. The second one, I've been in over $20,000 of debt before as well. The last one, I currently use a budget. With two truths and a lie.
Budget is the truth. No.
All right, so
It's a
we'll,
lie, and everything else is true.
so hold on. All right, we'll do it by show of hands. Who thinks the lie is that I've made $10,000 in 1 month before? You think that's a lie? All right.
You said that the last time, that's why I know.
Okay. Who thinks the lie is that I've been in $20,000 worth of debt before? 20,000. All right, last one. Who thinks the lie is that I currently have a budget? All right, so if you pick the third one, you'd be right. So in 3 years, I went to college and I got into about $20,000 in credit card debt. So I paid it off in about 3 years, which was pretty cool. It's definitely helpful. I have made $10,000 before in a month before, but I currently don't have a budget. You said why not?
They say you do or don't.
I don't. Truth be told, I'm still figuring stuff out as an entrepreneur right now. So honestly, as money comes in, I'm kind of putting it back out to continue to reinvest into my business. First question, an entrepreneur is a person who what? Owns their own business. Write it down. That second one, actually. Oh, God.
What you need?
I want to reward people today. So you can either do, which one you want? Kevin, right? Kevin, Lollipop or Jolly Rancher? Jolly Rancher.
What flavor?
All right, next question. Entrepreneurship comes with blank and blank. What do you think? Close. You're close. Starts with an R. What's your name, William? Responsibility. That's one. And this one's a good. This one most people think is a good thing. Starts with an F. Who said it? William said it again. All right.
William, what you got? Dum Dum or
Remind me your name again,
Jolly
bro.
Rancher?
And right here. What's your name again? Savon. All right, you could, because William he was close. So give William one and give Savon one. All right. So entrepreneurship. Hold on. Shh. Entrepreneurship comes with both responsibility and freedom. Most people only focus on the freedom. Most people think, oh, I'm gonna become an entrepreneur because I don't want to work for somebody else. Can I tell you a secret as an entrepreneur? Can I tell you guys a secret? Sometimes I wish I had somebody telling me what to do. You said why? Because it's really hard to boss my own self around. Especially when I have the other one, which is the freedom. Like if I don't have to go to work, if I don't have to do something, it's a little bit easier for me to convince myself, all right, you're an entrepreneur. You can go make that money next week. See that word should? Now should, I don't even believe in the word should anymore because should would say it's a societal norm. Who knows what I've gone through, right? I could lose a loved one that week, right? Or I could be sick that week, right? As an entrepreneur, we don't get sick days. We can't tell somebody that we had a family member pass away. What'd you say? Just you move it. Please move it. Oh, that's why I say keep it tight. Okay, all right. I trust you. All right.
I got you.
Oh. The last one. An entrepreneur is not blank than someone who has a job. Better.
Yeah, I kind of figured that.
That's another myth. That people think people that own a business are somehow better or more superior than people that work a 9 to 5 or a job. I put that there because I don't even as I am an entrepreneur now, I have worked jobs before. Like my jobs help me save money. My jobs help me put money toward entrepreneurship endeavors. So I put that there because there is this stigma going around that as an entrepreneur, you're somehow better than people that have a job. All right. This one is a money thing. So I'm going to fill it in for you guys. So poor, low income. Go ahead. What you got, Kev? I think it was 45,000 or less. A year. I think like in a household. Yep. Middle class is about, let's just say 46 to about, I think it was 150,000. Yep, 46 to about 150,000. Yep. And then wealthy class would be 151,000 and above. So
You said poor class income is what?
poor and low income would be 45,000 or less.
Jeez,
Middle class would be basically, let's just say 46,000 to about 150,000. Which one are you looking for? Oh, the wealthy upper class. Basically, just raise it up one more. So let's just say 151,000 and above. So plus.
If you make 150,000, 50,000.
You're now in like the wealthy class.
But that also could
Yeah,
be, I got it, big. But that also could be, like Brian said, it's a household. So if it's two people, right, a married couple, if their income together equals that 150 or somewhere between that 46 and 150, as a family, they're considered middle class.
All right, so he said it in a video. I wonder who was paying attention to it. It said one main difference between these three is hyper what? Who said it? Kevin? Hyper focus. And ignore what? Distractions. Anybody here like watch like basketball? Like watch TNT, watch ESPN, like when the games come on? No? You do? All right. So for me personally, hold on. For me personally, I struggle with that focus part and distractions. Like I'm a big don't be mad at me. I'm a big Warriors fan. Like I'm a big fan of Steph Curry. Why you say boo? I like winners. Here's the thing though, their games normally come on at about 10 o'clock at night. There was a season when I was staying up. I think the Warriors won the championship in 2022. I was staying up late every single day to watch their games. When I first got into entrepreneurship, this is what a guy told me. He said, a lot of people watch millionaires. He said, I want to be one. A lot of us watch other people be successful. We consume. We don't always create. In order to basically close the gap, wherever you are, wherever your family is, it starts with being focused on what you want to actually achieve, but it also involves removing distractions. What you got, Swan? You say something? No? All right. All right. Let's see. I want to.
Give examples of distractions.
I can give distractions, give examples? Okay. What time is it right now, just so I know? So I got 9:04, so we got 20 minutes? Okay. Actually, I'll ask you guys, what are some examples of distractions for y'all? All right, that's number one.
Social media.
Social media, which is also on your phone, correct.
Music.
Game. A book. Okay.
Money off of music and games.
You can. Hold on. Shh. So let's talk about it. Let's talk.
If the way you're using it is
Hold on. Shh. Because William's saying something good right now. Say it again.
You can make money off of music and video games. It's only a waste of time if you aren't trying to learn something like how can I do this professionally. If you're just doing it just to entertain yourself, then that's wasting time. But if you're not doing that and you're just trying to learn how to do it on a professional level so that you can make money off of it, that's learning something.
No, I like what he said. So everything that's a distraction probably could also be an asset if you just change the way you use it. Like your phone could be help you make money. I use my phone to make money. Sinai, that brush you're using, that could be a way to make money. What else we got in here? Back in the day, you remember? I don't know. Did you ever do this? You remember back in the day, people used to sell candy in school.
Yep. Back when I was, anybody ever had those watermelon slice pops? Like it's candies, like a lollipop shaped like a slice of watermelon, and they got like different flavors. In the store, how much they sell for? Anybody know? Like like a quarter. When I was in school, people would buy cause you could buy the big bag. I think it was like 60 of them in a big bag. You could buy that bag for like $5, $6. Exactly. But
Prices were different back then.
they were, but they're not though, because anything that you buy in bulk, you get a better price for buying something in bulk. So how many of us go to the Poppy store, right? Like that's why the Poppy store can sell the slice pops for what they sell them for, a quarter, or little round peppermints for 15 cents or 25 cents. Because when they're buying them in bulk. They're buying a bag of 100 of them or a bag of 200 of them, and they're buying them for $10, right? It's like, honestly, a better analogy is, I used to work at a pizza shop. How much is a slice of pizza?
Like $2 maybe.
Somewhere between the average slice of pizza is like $2.25 to $2.50. Right? How much do they sell a whole pie for?
Probably like $10.
That's 8 slices, right? So let's say you get 8 slices in a pie. What's 8 times? Let's make it easy. $2 a slice.
16.
$16, right? They can sell a whole pizza for 8 slices. How much do you think it costs them to make a whole pizza?
Probably like $1. I don't know.
About $1. The average cost of making a whole pizza is $1, right? So that's literally the name of the game. But yeah, like we don't know that.
You think the average cost now is $1?
To make the pizza?
He said to make the pizza, they sell it because they sell it probably what, like
Probably not. I would say at most now $2 because the price of eggs, and the eggs is what goes in the dough. But other than that, like I worked at the pizza shop. They get I'm talking the massive can of tomato sauce is like this big, right? We could make like 40 pizzas with that big can of pizza sauce, and that can itself is only like $3. So what else goes into pizza? Cheese, crust, and sauce.
Yeah.
And that's it.
And some and toppings every once in a while. Oh, I just want to see what time it is. But yeah, no. So I mean, that is the flip of kind of going from a consumer to a creator. Is when you start thinking about things in that lens of, all right, how can I buy something in bulk for cheap, and then sell it to the masses at a premium, basically. Simple as that. All right, I want to move to this next one. Then we're gonna do an activity. So I got one more video. So this is a guy. He's a speaker. Me and him are pretty cool now. He made $115,000 in 1 year speaking. But he also he recorded this on like a podcast. I'm gonna play it for y'all real quick. Hold on.
I didn't like who I seen in the mirror every single night. Like, I don't feel worthy. I don't feel seen. I am struggling with this depression. And it took really me, one, going to therapy and me slowing down enough to do the work and recognize these things, where I realized a part of my worth issues, it put me in a position to always need to be affirmed and seen. I used to be a sneakerhead, and I've calmed down drastically. I still like my stuff, you know what I mean? Here and there. I like to pop out and throw something on because I like sneakers. So it got to a point where I was buying so many sneakers, stuff I never even worn, still sitting in boxes, all because I felt like when I was younger I couldn't get these things. So
Did I mess something up? I sure did. My bad.
fresh kicks. I'm buying stuff I don't even like. And I realized that, oh, that's a trauma response. Because there was one point where Nate had to wear his mom's sneakers. There was one point where Nate had sneakers with holes in the front. You know what I mean? And you had to figure out a way to tape it up. There was one point where I had to wear sneakers that were too tight. You know what I mean? Hurting my feet, messing up my feet. But it's because it was a decent sneaker and it didn't have my size in the cheaper section with the discount shoes. So I got the Iversons that were a size too small, crunch my feet in them so I can go to school and wear them and be a firm.
All right. So, oh, cool. This show didn't go nowhere, so I'll keep that like that. I'm gonna help you guys fill in these last three, and then we're gonna do an activity. So, because most people think currency is like money, like when they think about money, they think about dollars, they think about cents, they think about crypto, they think about stocks, whatever it is. Connections are currency. That's what that first one says. Connections are currency. And we talked about this a little bit when we did the collaboration piece. Like, your network is your net worth. The second one says closed mouths don't get fed. Oh yeah, my bad. I should let y'all figure it. Closed mouths don't get. Come on, let's do a little better. Closed mouths don't get. Good enough. Good enough. Connections are currency. So, just with those first two, connections are currency, closed mouths don't get fed. How well do you guys do communicating, building rapport, creating relationships? A lot of you guys are about to head to college. I'm going to tell you right now, college is not about what you're going to learn. Like you're going to learn some things in college, but college is more about who you're going to get connected to. And truth be told, if you get connected to the wrong people, I know some people that they went to college that first year and they were out of it because they got connected with the wrong people that was doing the wrong things. Next thing you know, they're also in debt because they also took out a loan, but then they ain't got nothing to show for it. The last one says it's not about getting a bag. It's about becoming the bag. Yep, bag. So in this culture, a lot of times we're so consumed about getting the bag. We're so consumed about how much money can we make. But if you actually become the bag, you don't have to worry about that. What we were talking about earlier when I was like, gratitude. Like when you're desperate, you're not the bag. You walk into rooms looking desperate. People can see it on your face. People can see it in your actions. People can see it in how you treat people. But when you are the bag, you know your value, you know what you already have, people see that too. So we're going to do a quick activity. What time is it? You got a question for me? Go for it.
How did you go from working a regular 9 to 5 to actually wanting to do this?
That's a long question. Yeah, that's a long question. I mean, I'll give you the first step. The first step. So Ms. Parkinson asked, how did I go from working a 9 to 5 to doing the work that I do right now? And it started with one of my 3 C's, clarity. I had a friend of mine who they were working in it's called network marketing. So basically I learned that I can get paid when people pay their electric bill. How many times do people pay their electric bills in a year? Just every month. So when I heard that, I'm like, I'll be honest, first I'm like, that's too good to be true. And if I'm being honest, I kind of pushed them off. I didn't really follow up with them. And then he called me probably 2 weeks later. He said, because I always had ambitions and dreams, things that I wanted to achieve. Anybody else relate to that? Y'all got dreams, y'all want to achieve stuff. So what he said to me is it's great that you have all those things, but you're never going to be great unless you learn how to start making decisions. He presented me with an opportunity, and I basically blew him off for 2 weeks. And he called me. He was like, you can say yes or no, but just make a decision so you can stop wasting both of our time. And that was kind of the journey, because once I got into that, I got into reading, watching people like Myron Golden. I got into just networking with other business people. And then that just one thing led to another, and yeah, here I am now. All right, so I actually got some cash money on me right now.
So entrepreneur than you were doing a 9 to 5?
Yes. So Ms. Parkinson asked, do I think that I'm happier being an entrepreneur other than a 9 to 5? I would say, just like I said before, like entrepreneurship comes with both freedom and responsibility. I don't think I was ready for the responsibility. At the same time, that's why it's important for you guys to, like, if you guys do have, anybody, like, do you have any goals or visions of owning your own business?
Yeah, a restaurant.
So my advice would be to try to do that sooner than later, because as you get older, like you get more responsibilities, which makes it harder to do those type of things. Make sense? All right, so I'm gonna break you guys up. Let's see. Oh, what's up, Kev? I would say we got an activity. What's up? What you got? Hold on. Shh. So, Kev, what was your question?
Do you think you have to be gifted at something to get?
So Kevin asked, do you have to be gifted?
I'm trying to articulate the question.
No, you're doing a good job.
Gifted, you just have to know enough people to do what you want to do.
In a sense, yeah. Thank you, William. Shh. Kevin asked, do you have to be gifted to? Shh. Oh,
Do you have an answer, or are you just
guys. Shh. All right, I said closed mouths don't get fed. Also, sometimes open mouths, they don't get a lot of stuff either because they too busy opening their mouths. Chill out for a second. All right, so to answer your question, not necessarily that you have to be gifted in something, but you have to have a desire to become something. So if you have that, you'll find what you can do. And after that, it's just about developing that skill. Make sense? All right. Says Kev, y'all got the good table, so I'm going to give y'all a 10. That's y'all 10. I'm going to give you guys the 5. All right. Give y'all the dollar. Give y'all the dollar. And you guys get the 20. All right. So, how much time we got?
We got 11 minutes.
11 minutes? All right. So, 4 minutes on the clock. I want you guys to think about how would you get, so if you got $1, how would you get it to 100? If you got it 20, how do you get it to 2,000? If you got it 5, how do you get it to 500? And if you got a 10, how do you get it to, did I already say 1,000? Yeah, 1,000. 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
4 minutes.
And go.
Work together. Work together. How we doing so far?
Just opinion wise, phenomenally.
Oh, okay.